Hey guys, so we're back with another video. This is part 2 to my USA Championship predictions. Now this one is going to be a very interesting episode. Now we have the first few athletes that we're going to talk about. This is probably the favorite, I would say, second part event. Now for the men's 100 meters, there's been a lot going on right now. Noah Lyles has been on a tear. And the fact that he's stepping down to the 100 meters to basically double for the World Championships, he's going to win silver at USA's. I believe that. Or this could interchange. He could either beat Coleman or stay with Coleman. But you also have Trayvon, which we still haven't know what he's been up to. But I think that once we start seeing him on the 6, I think Trayvon Bromell is going to be there as well. I think all of those guys are capable of going interchangeable. But I think the only person that's not there, which is Fred Kerley, because, well, he's the world champion. He's the defending champion. But I think that if it's up to me, the way Christian Coleman is going right now and the way everything is going now, I think he might win USA's to go to the World Championships, which will be pretty good. Now, for the women's 100 meters, listen, you already know the name. I think with the improvement, the resume, and how things been going for her, it's a comeback redemption. I believe Sha'Carri Richardson will win USA's for the women's 100, and TT Terry is going to win bronze, and Aaliyah Hobbs might win silver, or Aaliyah Hobbs might win third. It depends. But nobody's touching Sha'Carri Richardson. From what she has been doing from the different diamond leagues, she's literally been cruising each event. I remember I was watching one of the events where she literally jogged her way to the 200 or the 100. So Sha'Carri is on a whole new level right now. Can't wait to see what she's going to do next. But she is winning the 100 trials. Time will tell, but we'll see. Now for the next one, for the men's 200 meters. Now we know Fred Kerley is gonna run the 200 meters. You have Kung Fu Kenny and you have Erriyon Knighton. And Erriyon he's been doing some phenomenal stuff. Like the fact that he's a young person, right? Just graduated of high school, but still keeping up with the big guys right now, like especially the times wise. Like 200, he's close neck to neck with Noah Lyles, almost. Kenny is winning either silver because he's the silver medalist. I think either Kenny's winning silver and Erriyon Knighton's winning gold and Fred Kerley's winning bronze. I might think that. Or it could be interchangeable because Noah Lyles doesn't have to run the 200 because he's the defending champion. So in my belief, Fred Kerley is the only person right now that has been undefeated. There's a few athletes right now that's been undefeated, and Fred Kerley is one of them. And Erriyon Knighton, I think he got defeated if I'm not mistaken, but time will tell. Now let's focus on the women's 200 meters, which has Abby Steiner, Gabby Thomas, and Sha'Carri Richardson. Now, I'm not sure who won USA's last time, but Abby Steiner is also a threat. Either way you see it, mind you, last year when she won and went to USA, she ran so many races and still had to run the 4x1, and if I'm not mistaken, the 4x4. So she had a lot of race under her legs when she was running. So sometimes this could either make you or break you, but the way I'm seeing it right now, I definitely see Abby Steiner winning the 200 at USA's. but also Gabby, I remember she had a foot injury. I think she's getting back into her gig because she is the bronze medalist at the Tokyo Games. So, and then Sha'Carri also, I think she's gonna make it up for bronze. Now for the men's 400 meters, that one is not a shock to you. I think Vernon Norwood is going to win the men's 400 meters. And then you have Noah Williams winning silver. And then you have Ryan Wilney from Florida. I definitely see that being a possibility, because you've been seeing a lot of the men's side, because you haven't seen that much from the men's side winning anything as much. But from what you've been seeing right now, there's been a lot of interchangeable athletes that have been pushing themselves for new heights. And you know, some of the athletes that we've been seeing right now that are new faces and old faces, but there will be a time that the guard will be changed for the new upcoming athletes. And then we started seeing that very, very slowly. You know, time will tell, but let's see what's going to happen. Now let's focus our next focus on probably the women's 400 meters, which we know the 400 is going to be a very interesting event, because we have Talifa Diggs, we have Brittany Wilson, and we have the new, I would say, star of the 400 meters, which is Sydney McLaughlin, who now steps down to the 400 meters. And her coach is Bobby Kersee. And you know, Bobby Kersee is known for having such legendary training that he's able to either get the world records or win. Like, there's nothing you could question Bobby Kersee on. Mind you, Bobby Kersee trained one of my favorite athletes of all time, Allison. And the fact that he's prepping Sydney to take over that throne of the 400. And the fact that he wants her to get that world record. We saw what happened at Paris. And I still haven't covered what I saw. The fact that she was running in flats, the way she slingshot herself out the blocks, that's dangerous. And I think anybody knows she might win USA. There's no question she's going to get USA's. Okay? Now, if we're looking at the men's 110 intermediate hurdles, we have Devin Allen. We have Cordell Snit. We have Daniel Roberts. So I think these will be the intermediate hurdles for the men, and I definitely know Devin Allen is gonna win. He's very neck to neck with Grant Holloway, and we see how crazy powerful Grant Holloway is when he gets out the blocks. You know, you need a certain amount of steps when you're running the hurdles. Like, I always say this, and as a person that also runs track, people that run hurdles, I just admire that, because they have to navigate down and they also have to navigate forward in order to count each steps. Like, you're calculating and you're running fast at the same time. Like, that is a very interesting way to run, because you're not just pushing yourself, but you're pushing everybody else along with you. So Devin Allen has done such incredible things. Sadly, he got disqualified, I think, last year, and he came back this year for a redemption. So definitely Devin Allen for the win. Now for the women's intermediate 100 intermediate hurdles, we have Marcen Russell, we have Ashlyn Johnson, and we have Kenny Harrison. Now, Kenny Harrison is a very phenomenal athlete. If I'm not mistaken, she's also trained by now Bobby Kersee. So I think she's gonna get up there. She could either win silver or win gold. I don't think I'm putting her any lower than that. But the only danger is that we have a lot of newcomers that are super fast, super energized, and they haven't been to the World Championship before, which makes them more hungry to go after that. So you definitely got to watch out for athletes that are either poised or more ready to defend their title or to break, USA records, or to show that why they belong on the team. So it's a lot that could happen at USA's that we do not predict. But I think right now, the safe bet right now is to put Kenny Harrison in silver and Ashleigh Johnson in gold. But until then, guys, we'll see what happens. Now, let's start talking about the men's 400 hurdles. Now, that right now is dangerous. It's a dangerous territory. Now that the Viking legend has returned to his glory and we saw what he did. There's a lot of races I still haven't talked about. The fact that Christian Warnhol opened up his season by breaking or getting so close to the meet record and breaking that. No, he broke the meet record, but he came back. I think he ran like a 46 something, which was super fast, right? And Rai Benjamin is definitely the second fastest person behind him, and I think Allison Santos, but definitely CJ Allen, Rai Benjamin, and Christopher Trevor Baptiste. I think these three guys are in the right position, and I think that either way you could see it, I think Rai Benjamin will get gold. CJ or Baptiste could interchange. One could get silver, one could get bronze, but it doesn't matter. I think these will be your top three guys for the men's hurdles. So definitely watch out for that for World Championship, as well as USA's. Definitely Rai Benjamin. Now let's look at the last group of people that I think I want to focus on, which we haven't seen much of, but I think is going to be there. We have Cassandra Tate, we have Shamier Little, and we have Delilah Muhammad. Now, Delilah is also the former world record holder after Sydney McLaughlin. Now that Sydney has stepped down to the 400, I think I have high hopes to put Shamier Little or Delilah Muhammad. Now, Cassandra Tate is new. She's new to the scene, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't count the young ones out. But we haven't seen that much from the original former record holder. But I think that once she's ready, I think she will peak at the right time. And that gives her room to grow because she was the original record holder. Now, she broke the records 2 times. Then Sydney took it to a new level. Those are the only 2 athletes that has been 2 of all times of each of back-to-back, right? It's a 2x2. And I think that from what we're seeing right now, I think Shamier Little will win it for the USA's, but I think Delilah Muhammad might sneak a second place instead of a bronze. But right now, I'll put her comfortably at bronze, but we will see. But these are my predictions of Track and Field USA Championship for July 2023, and I can't wait to see the athletes for the Hungary Budapest World Championships. And also, I just want to shout out that my channel will be now airing my podcast in the mid-month of July all the way up to August, so can't wait to cover that as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and I am your host, Sleepy Celestial, and I am signing out, guys. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.